Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino and today we're continuing Dream Daddy. We are pursuing Damien. We did date 1. We're about to see Amanda accepted to college and then do date 2. Very exciting stuff. While I'm doing, ow, I just pulled the muscle. Oh, ow. Yikes. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters on a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones in. Amanda? She goes through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Yes!
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? Suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yes.
I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student, you nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorm's right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount to bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. You know, I'm just excited. Did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get the professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake? Or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, Craig messaged us. Is it Robert or tea time? Ah, it's Robert. Hey, buddy, so I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but... Come on. I've known the guy for years, and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. I really hope that's a sweat of relief. Guess we're having dinner with Robert and Craig again. That doesn't sound too bad. I can definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work himself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand.
Hey!
Louie, boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like he learned to cook after you learned those two first.
Nice!
One time, I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of a trash can, like sitting above it. But still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell. The doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Louie. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me.
Hey!
Louie, didn't know you'd be tagging along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not.
Nice.
No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear parking from the other room.
Oh.
I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when the guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of a dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Anyway, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers. Was the dog fighting thing real, or was he kidding? I don't know.
Bro!
What's ossobuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have ossobuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one.
Nice.
Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that that's okay. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Maybe? Lots of sauce. I can make up some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Bro!
Oh my god. take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out a dumpster behind a restaurant, or at least I think it was a restaurant.
Hey!
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full of food. He gives me Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it.
Oh.
Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked in a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decided to play along. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash.
Hey.
One night, I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before.
Hey.
I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side.
Hey.
Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he have to swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Oh.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but the food's so good, I kinda don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served in paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. This ossobuco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Oh.
Hey, it's bad if I ask for seconds. Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berry sovereign.
Oh.
Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey!
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime.
Hey.
Craig.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of what our sovereign was, Craig and I decided to head out.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. Making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's ossobuco involved.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Alright, are we ready for our second date with Damien? Where's it gonna be this time? You can, it's true. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry out the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads... Oh boy. Alright. Dearest Lily, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of this slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped me a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Lily, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, Damien Bloodmark. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. What? You have to write him back. A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Alright.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop on my laptop and peruse show times. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy.
Yes.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the... Onway. If we looked up this word. Onway of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood in vampire cities. Well, let's roll the dice.
Oh.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try and drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. We gotta write it ourselves? I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? Hey, do you remember when your son tried to cast Amontillado of that kid? You've been good. I must confess my amateur control of the written word. We're gonna go with that one. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on last we met. That earnest shit was pretty messed up. We're gonna go with the first one. Nice.
Yeah.
Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. Well, a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. Jesus Christ. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I would very much enjoy your company. Accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. That one.
Yeah.
Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, will carry on. Namaste? And then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. Louis Rex. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Oh my god. Listen, it's not calligraphy, but it's legible. You're fine. It definitely does not look like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon. It couldn't be much worse. I mean, it sounds good to me. It looks good. It's what we picked. Alright. He spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Oh my god. Now all I have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yeah.
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? Okay. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for?
Ah!
I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon?
Huh.
I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
Regardless, the hour grows close.
Ugh.
Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets.
Oh.
Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gang of other goth kids. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Oh no, does he not like horror? He might not like horror, and this might be too graphic for him. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrests. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking.
Ugh.
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long, silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Two more vampires slide their tops off the stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
Ah!
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflectively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampire or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try and make him more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Oh my god. Point L. A plot hole. Ask what's happening. Tell a dad joke. I guess tell a dad joke. Because pointing out a plot hole will not make him feel any better. just because that's not something that I think would be very helpful. Ask what's happening will also not be great, because if he's scared, he's probably not super paying attention or over paying attention, and that will only stress him out more. So I think telling a dad joke would be a good change of pace. Where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
Oh my.
Where? To the retail store. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I could see a smile form on Damien's face.
Oh.
Good one, Louie. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked that romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was a vampire crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar.
Huh.
Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, Evil Must Die Again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out the movie amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated.
Oh.
What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien's making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it?
Oh.
As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. All of these are lame. Thanks.
Oh.
No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm sure I am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we can stop off and grab something to eat.
Oh.
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Are we going in there?
Oh.
A little bit of Victorian flavor, Louis. Trust me. We're not eating mummies, are we? I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night's lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, it's strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that?
Oh.
Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? I wasn't. He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helped me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as scared and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer and moving faster.
Ah!
Woof! Oh.
Ah.
It's a dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest and dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog.
Hey.
Wait, we just had dinner at his house. Louis, we definitely know he has a dog. We don't know he has a Boston Terrier, though. In this run. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look.
Oh.
May I give her a treat? Sure. Who wouldn't give her cheese, though? Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I did believe we had enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me up to my doorstep. This music is loud. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Louis, if you allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I will use it to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm going to wave as at passing ships. The first one. I will use it to dry my tears for those I've lost. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plumps on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, okay, yes, how was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is... Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, so cool it's scary. Nice save, Louis. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Yeah, you are. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for a night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Yes!
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
He's so cute. He's so cute and nervous. My goodness. Oh, that's 2 out of 3 dates. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little bit closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. We're gonna leave her alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seems totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be out for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. It's so loud, I will never get used to it. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at the picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. If I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I forced her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping you can speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around Sat and had to start over, and... This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh.
I guess I should start from the top. So you know Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend?
Yes.
You got it! Wow, proud of you.
Eh?
Anyway, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while. But then I found out from Rosie M. that both the Emmas, Grace, and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is so embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. And, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R. And she promised to not tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I got to the mall anyway. I get to the food cart, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos, without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is, like, kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace wants a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does. And Emma R just, like, glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one? I know. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything. I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nodules might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and, sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for, like, months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red, and then... Wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my messages and didn't reply. I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody drops me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but MR's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stands at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What can I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this is way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Oh, Craig messaged us again. I was expecting Damien's on. Hey, dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? I've got the runs, I meant that I feel like running. Wanna to come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this Meat Hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her sorpresa wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. We're gonna go running? Okay. I wasn't expecting this. Oh no, it's a mini game. The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners? Yeah, look. We got all these names here. Will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. What button do I need?
Run that dad.
Spacebar? Okay, I can't just hold it down, because then he stops.
Bro.
Ah, 140, we're gonna die! I'm assuming I'm doing this right. Oh, I switched hands and now I'm slowing down. Oh, we passed someone.
Hey.
150, Jesus Christ, I would be dead. I suppose not everyone has a heart condition, so maybe that's normal? I don't know what normal running is. I don't know what safe running is for a normal, healthy person. Is that timer counting up or counting down? Oh my god. How long is this? Passing another person. Cool. I think I would be way more into playing on the treadmill if they had a virtual thing like this. That'd be fun. Oh, look at that waterfall. It's kind of silly with the emojis. Oh my god, how long is this? My arm hurts. Craig, you're killing me. Hey, pass them. For a short second. Is that the finish line? You say it's a finish line and not a lap? Okay, cool. S plus? What? Plus plus, personal best.
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
Way to go. Oh man, my
Welcome.
arm cramped.
You've got dads.
Oof. Alright, last date with Damien, right? That's where we're at? Oh my god, my arm hurts for real, for real. What the heck? Alright, let's go, Damien. You know what they say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post, instead of through Dad Book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings he used as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household at one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm so sorry, sweetie.
Ugh.
Turn into a bat. I don't think...
Aww.
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off to the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. In case some people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is going to seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning.
Huh.
Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something. I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's a single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because you have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe there's a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting, and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. Stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look at Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien stepped away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucien again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
What?
There's an emergency. Lucien? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the wall, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure what kind of place this evening is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace. I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and scooted up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness. My breathing gets heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary? What are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face.
Yay.
Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering in an animal shelter. Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see Damien? In normie clothes? Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that. Oh,
Hey.
hate to come the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to.
Oh my.
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning, I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Louie. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh.
Ah,
I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Mary's map. Softball field, coffee spoon, aquarium, shelter, bayside, the ocean, or whatever. Coffee dad, nerd dad, Mary's sick pad. Smalls, Danes, Kale, Mario Batali, other nerd's house. Are we Mario Batali, or are we other nerd's house? Oh no, we're just nerd's house, because we're next door to Joseph. Oh man, I'm nerd's house? At least you're not other nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Cul-de-sac, coffee spoon, softball field, bayside, aquarium. We're going for a dog or a cat? I feel like aquarium? Because the aquarium's closest to the shelter. Well, so is the softball field. We'll go in a circle. So start at the aquarium, then softball field. Then coffee spoon, then cul-de-sac. We were just at the bayside, so we know the Cordelia's not there. So let's go to the aquarium. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Louie? Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Louie, you can't shove ravens up your nose, and that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Haha, yeah. Young children. I was 16. Oh my god, no! That makes my nose so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ, empathy pain. Ugh, let's just hope for the best. We got this. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looked in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Alright, next on our list is the softball fields. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over. Softball bat slung over his shoulder.
Oh.
Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something? Girls. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? There's a big dog here just a few minutes ago. I don't think she had an owner, but she really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Alright, coffee spoon. We park it far in Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter, reading a book. Hey, Matt. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Can't say I have. You're looking for one? Can you describe them to me? Enormous. That pretty well covers it.
Hey.
Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out. We head back to the car. Well, we were just at the coffee shop and softball field. Cul-de-sac, I guess. We drive to the cul-de-sac and everything seems pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out.
I don't know.
Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwatered lawn? Oh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Louis, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you? Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's going to take me forever to re-till the soil. That could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food somewhere. I fear the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. How many goths does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. How many? 1. Goths are very capable, especially when looking for a dog. Damien smiles to himself. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. I mean, they're looking for food, so back to the coffee spoon, I guess? We head back inside the coffee spoon. Hey, Matt. Guys, I think I may have seen that dog you were looking for. Oh, thank God. You did? A brown mastiff? Size of the house? Yeah, I saw it digging through the trash in the back. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second. It might have been running east, I think. The pup threw 3 pans of old banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some from the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread Kennedy's is going to be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's going to be so good for the dog to eat. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there's still dogs in my life, so for that, I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. Alright, east. Well, we hit the cul-de-sac before we hit Bayside. So go back to the cul-de-sac. We arrived at the cul-de-sac to find everything's looking normal, except, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up the porch and step inside. Oh my goodness. What a baby. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Oof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here. Yet. Wonderful. Now all I have to do is get a leash on her before she tries to escape again, and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As she approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Banana bread? I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of banana bread Kennedy's Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy, homemade, vegan, and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the banana bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success. Damien walks up behind Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bussin' buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way he can even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those? Can we give them to the dog, please? Pepperoni glass. Nice. The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Why is this dog in my house? It's along. The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest. Uh-oh. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls. Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugo stands at the door, looking like he's at a loss for words. What? Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Oof. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do? Woof. We're friends! The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a...
Huh?
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please, look how cute she is. Hugo sighs.
Oh.
We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. Suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull out a pen from my pocket. Got the forms ready for you, if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend. I know, he called me Dad. Can you believe it? Small miracles. Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you too forever. Thank you. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entry. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Louie, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh yeah? Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back, and I got vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him, Mary.
Hey.
You can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions, it doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. They are. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? Yes. It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second, looks me into the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. May I kiss you? Does a bat have wings? Of course, thou art welcome. Let's be cute. Ah, I believe I have my answer then. He smiles slightly, leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes! Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. That was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I could be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here, on the couch, this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Aww. So cute. Oh, the dog one should be higher. Embarrassed child. My goodness.
I'm sensing a romance between us. A chemical romance.
Oh my god.
That's a band?
Jesus Christ. Going on Damien dates. Interview with the vampire. Yay! Phew. I think I finally have everything set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Louie. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. You ask too many questions. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life? Yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it would be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers? This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss you all pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What? You told me to not make a big deal. Damien's in his normie clothes. I just noticed. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind, the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds to make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure, Quandro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I can probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I can get you in to meet all of them. We can always use extra hands around the shelter. And extra hands also happen to steal a dog. I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor, your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms. Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Ha! Looks like the three of you are getting along nicely.
Oh.
She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and dots across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Louie! Brian, you made it.
Hey.
Ha, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Nice.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Bro.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Louie. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah. Thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Oh.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Hey, Amanda's dad. Oh, it's Lucien. I turned to spot Lucien walking up to me. Yes, Lucien? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot, and it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucien. That means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Thanks for coming by, Lucien. See you around, Louie. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Louis, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guest makes their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seedy boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Louis, but what if? It's good to see you and your civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day, Louis, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. What you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admire, then emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they're simply different facets of myself, a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place, to make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Louis. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face and am shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft?
Oh,
Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you. Oh, he's so cute! He's so cute. I think Damien's my favorite now. I don't know if I really had a favorite before. I kind of liked all of them. Like, they were all fine, but I definitely like Damien the most. Alright, I'm curious to see his picture. I really want to see what it looks like. Alright, here's this with Amanda. I love it. It's adorable. Perfect. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know down below what you thought about the route, what you thought about Damien, now that we've seen him in all of his entirety, in his cities, as our character said. And yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Who's your favorite so far? I know I've asked that like in every ending, but I'm curious. Your favorites can change as we go through them. Next up, I believe, is Hugo? Yes. So stay tuned for that. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel grow. And I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!